Hey there, and welcome. Have you ever wanted to, just tell someone what to do in Russian, but you weren't sure how? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to tackle Russian commands, and I promise it's way easier than it sounds.
Okay, let's jump right in with a little pop quiz. How would you say, read this in Russian? Think about it for a second. By the end of this little session, you'll know exactly how to say that, and a whole lot more. So, let's get started.
All right, first things first. Let's talk about simple commands. This is what we call the TY form. That's TY. You use this with people you're close to, friends, family, the casual stuff. It's the hey buddy version of a command.
So the basic rule here is like a super simple recipe, just 3 steps. First, you take the main verb, what we call the infinitive, then you're going to chop off the last 2 letters, the ending. And third, you just add a new little ending. Let's actually do it so you can see what I mean.
Okay, let's take our first verb, to read. In Russian, that's chitat. Listen closely. Chitat. Let's say it again. Chitat. Now we follow our rule, and it turns into chitai. Hear that? Chitai. Okay, your turn to try. That's it, and that means read. All right, let's do another one. The verb for to speak is govorit. Let's break that down. Govorit. Again, govorit. Now we apply our rule, and it becomes govori. Listen, govori. Okay, give it a shot. Excellent.
Okay, one more, just for practice. The verb to cook or to prepare is gotovit. Let's say it slow, gotovit. And the command form is gotov. Go ahead, you try. See? You're totally getting this. That's the main pattern right there.
Okay, so you've got the basic friendly command down. Now, what if you need to be a little more polite? Or what if you want to tell someone not to do something? That's what we're looking at next, the formal and the negative commands.
You're going to love how easy this is. To make a command formal, or to talk to a group of people, you take the command we just learned, like govori, and you just add te to the end. That's it. So it becomes govorete. See? You're just building on what you already know.
So, let's look at our examples. The informal, read, was chitai. The formal becomes chitaite. You try that one. Nice. Informal, speak, was govari. The formal is govarite. Your turn. And prepare was gatov, which becomes gatovte. You are doing fantastic.
All right, now what about telling someone don't? This is probably the easiest rule we're going to learn today. All you do is put the word may right in front of the command. That's literally it.
For example, if you want to say don't speak, you just say ne govori. Let's hear it. Ne govori. Your turn to try. And for don't read, you guessed it, ne chitai. Give it a go. Perfect.
Okay, so commands are great, but sometimes they can sound a little bossy, right? If you want to be more friendly and suggest doing something together, there's a perfect word for that.
And that magic word is давайте. Let's say that nice and slow. Давайте. One more time. Давайте. Your turn. This is basically how you say let's. It's super common and makes you sound really friendly.
So if you want to say let's read, you just put it together. Давайте читать. Hear the whole phrase? Давайте читать. Now you try. See? It feels much more like an invitation, doesn't it?
And here's a phrase you will hear constantly. To say, let's go, you say, давайте пойдем. Say it with me, давайте пойдем. Your turn. Fantastic. You'll use that one all the time.
Okay, you've learned a ton. We've covered informal, formal, negative, and let's suggestions. So you know what that means. It's practice time. Let's see how you do.
All right, first one. How would you tell a friend, listen? The Russian verb for to listen is слушать. Take a second. How would you say it?
And the answer is slushy. Let's say that clearly. Slushay. Your turn. Awesome job.
Okay, next challenge. And hey, this is the question from the very beginning. How do you say read this, but in the formal way? Think about that special ending we learned.
The answer is chitai dieta. Listen to how that flows. Chitai dieta. You try it. Fantastic. You did it. You just answered the question we started with.
Okay, last one for today. Imagine you're with a group of friends, and everyone's getting hungry. How do you say let's eat? The verb for to eat is jest.
And you would say, Давайте есть. Let's say it together one last time. Давайте есть. Your turn. You've done such a wonderful job today. You really picked this up quickly.
And there you have it. Command power unlocked. Seriously, you now have the tools you need to ask for things, give instructions, and make plans in Russian. That's a huge step.
So what's next? Are you ready to try these out in a real conversation? You should be so proud of what you've learned. Now the fun part begins, using it. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you in the next one.